Okay, so Janine's question is SPY daily chart. I have a stop loss set at 428.50, which is protecting profits, entry 419.28. Okay, let me first throw down your action lines. Janine, when did you go long? If you're able to tell me that, that'll kind of paint us a more accurate picture. Okay, 419.28 was the entry. 428.90 is your stop right now. So I assume that's your trailing stop. So man, you ladies are the ladies of the tribe are crushing it today. Nice job, Janine. If you've been long, I'm assuming since somewhere back here in mid-May or early June to be able to have this June 1st. Okay, so June 1st, which is right here. Awesome job. Okay. So now managing this trade. Everybody, R round for applause for Janine on her winning SPY trade that she's managing. Good job. Okay, so question is, I see no bear divergence on the daily. Your thoughts on stop levels for this ticker? All right, you have a very similar question. So this is a good example of a follow-up. Okay, guys, so Janine's trade is similar to Julie's in that it's already been on, it's already showing paper profit, right? And now she's looking at, is there a better place to put the trade than where we're at? Well, this is where your own personal money management rules and profit protection rules, Janine, would come in. Okay, I don't know your account size. I don't know your trading plan. That's the kind of thing that I could give like a very specific answer custom to you if I was working with you and you knew all that. But we're all here together and I'm still going to give you a useful answer. If we go just based off the bars on the chart, the candlesticks, the price bars, whatever you want to call them, here's what I see. Okay, so everybody can follow along with me. This was the most recent swing low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that preceded the entry point. So everyone type a Y in the chat. If you follow why I'm calling this a swing low here, right? It's got those 5 bars creating that impactful move. It came up from the bull support power zone. Okay, wonderful. And then from there, the market started to continue higher. Let's clear my drawings. All right. So we went up, pulled back, went up, went sideways, and went up. So when you break this down, looking back from this low, and you look at the RSI and you look at the price, right now, guys, how many drives have there been higher off of this low? Just type your answer in the chat. It's going to be a number, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yes, you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. 3 drives higher. So I'm going to draw that again for those of you who are newer. So drives are a directional price movement, okay? They are like driving a nail down with a hammer, right? You don't just swing it once necessarily. It usually takes a couple of those drives, those swings. So again, looking at the most significant move prior to where Janine entered, there's this move higher, a pause, and we are currently in a move higher. We do not know if it's done, okay? I personally don't think it's complete because, now get this, and I'm going to go intraday for this. Right here, all of this looks like 1 drive higher, 1 drive higher. So 2 drives total. How am I getting that? It's analysis of the candle movement, but I'm going to show you by going to a 60-minute chart. Okay. So Janine, this is where we're going to bring in the intraday, which you didn't ask for specifically, but it will definitely help here. Okay. So here's your same trade on the 60-minute chart. Okay. So right now, those drives that I talked about, right? 1, 2. Here, what I'm seeing is mini drive 1, mini drive 2, and then I think this whole post Fed pausing on rate hikes, but being super hawkish in their comments. Chair Powell saying a lot of things that had some people frankly confused. Okay. I'm going to be my very New York direct self here, but I agree with some of the commentators who feel like right now the Fed is sort of like driving like this. Okay? Like the car's moving forward, their hands on the wheel, but they're looking at past data that's lagging. And who can blame them? It's a tough job. I don't want Jay Powell's job, okay? But I'm talking about why do you even have this price action? That's not technicals, guys. That's things happen in the world, right? So this to me, don't hold me to it, okay? If you're trading the E-mini, you'll see my commentary tomorrow. But this weakness to me was just a knee-jerk reaction to the hawkish part of the FOMC notes, even though there was a pause in rate hikes, because it's like they paused, but they're like, oh, but we're probably going to have 2 more this year, right? So guys, type a Y in the chat if you understand why I'm bringing in that news context here. It was the driver of this volatile move. Okay, I'm not trading based on that per se, but of course I'm aware of it. So Janine, do you see how potentially, I don't have a crystal ball, there could be one more drive higher before we have some significant pullback? Okay. If you are in agreement with that, then here's how I would raise your stop if I were you. I would watch the SPY, and if the SPY breaks above this high that came in on midday today, okay, then and only then I would raise the stop to somewhere above this post FOMC low. Otherwise, right now, I think you're in a good spot so that if there's instead actually like choppiness still tomorrow and it's just consolidation, you're still clear of it before the market potentially continues. Like we don't have enough data yet in my book to say that what happened today was the beginning of a short-term top. Janine, does that help you? Let me know if you have clarifying questions. Everybody, do you see that? How you take that intraday look at those drives? Type a Y in the chat. And you don't act on a drive until you know it's a drive. And how do you know it's a drive? It's because the hammer actually has to hit the nail. And here, the hammer hitting the nail for a new drive would be returning to the high of the day. That's the only way we know that this low is going to be important. Okay, awesome.